Thanks for tuning in to this recap of the Charlotte Rifle and Pistol Club's June IDPA match. This is the first time I've attended a match at this club, which is held on the fourth Sunday of the month. In this video, I'll take you through each of the 6 stages. They started with a short warm-up, which required we load our first magazine with 6 rounds only. At the buzzer, draw and engage these 3 targets with 2 rounds. Center target first, then the left and right targets. Shooter's choice, which one is first. Reload, then engage each with a single headshot, starting with the center. Then the left and right targets, again your choice on the order, for a total of 9 rounds. Again, this was a warm-up only, so it did not count toward the match. Let's watch the shooter.
Stand by.
2 to the body, starting with the center. Reload. 1 to the head, starting with the center. That's it. Here's another shooter. Reload. 1 to the head on each. Okay, now from my point of view.
Stand by.
There's my reload. Almost forgot I need to hit that center one first. Done.
Unload and show me clear.
Now, on to stage 1. The stage begins with the shooter standing behind this fault line. At the buzzer, begin engaging targets with a minimum of 2 rounds each, beginning with the 4 targets closest to you, which are this one, which is mostly obscured by hard cover, the blue areas. Hits in the blue are considered misses. 2 more in the center here, hiding behind non-threats that should not be shot. And this one over on the left, which is also substantially obscured by hard cover. Then you can move up to this fault line and engage 2 bad guys hiding behind the white barrels. Then transition right to this fault line and engage 2 more threats hiding behind these barrels. The stage was unlimited, so you can shoot until you are happy. But additional rounds do add to your time. Let's watch this shooter run the stage. He's starting with the left target first. He's opting not to move forward and engages the 2 behind the barrels. There's his reload. Now right for the last 2. Done. Now another shooter from a little different angle.
Stand by.
He also elected to shoot from farther back, rather than move up to the closer fault line.
Unload and show me clear.
Okay, now from a first-person point of view.
Stand by.
Squeezed in an extra shot there. Reload. Jeez, I can't see any holes for me down there. Okay, done.
Unload and show me clear.
Stage 2. Looked like this. You're sitting at the table playing cards with friends. Weapon loaded but not charged, laying on the table. Suddenly, a bunch of meth heads break in and attack. Grab your weapon, charge it, and begin engaging bad guys with a minimum of 3 rounds each. Begin with these two on the right. Again, the blue areas are considered hard cover. One over here on the left, hiding behind a non-threat, and 2 more further downrange. Again, at least 3 rounds on each bad guy. Let's watch this in action.
Stand by.
That looked great. Here's another shooter.
Stand by.
That was fast. Nice job. Now, from my point of view.
Stand by.
Forgot to charge my weapon. Done. Stage 3 looked like this. It begins with a shooter holding a loaded and charged weapon in their left hand in the low ready position. At the buzzer, engage the 2 closest targets. These 2 with an unsupported left hand with 3 rounds only. Then move the weapon to your right hand and engage these 2 targets hiding behind the non-threats with 3 rounds each. Last, engage these 2 targets back here, freestyle with 3 rounds each. Seems simple enough. Watch.
Are you ready? Stand by.
Reload. Now the back targets. Nicely shot. Here's another shooter.
Stand by.
I'm thinking. I did the same thing.
Yeah, this was, that was the one this season. April was a boy.
Another nicely shot stage. And now, my turn.
Stand by.
Not terrible, but could be faster. On to stage 4. This stage begins with a shooter standing inside this box. At the buzzer, draw and engage a single threat down range with at least 3 rounds. Now move right to this fault line, and using the wall as cover, slice the pie and engage 2 more threats here with at least 3 rounds each. And of course, there's a non-threat standing right smack dab in the way. Move further right to the next fault line, and using the wall as cover, slice the pie and engage 2 more threats with 3 rounds each. By slicing the pie, I mean engage targets as they come into view as you peek around the edge of the wall. The stage was unlimited, so you could shoot until you were happy. Let's watch this in action. 3 minimum on the 1 down range. Move to the wall right for 2 more. Each gets 3 rounds. There's his reload. Move to the corner for the last two. That looked good. Let's watch another shooter.
Shooters ready. Stand by.
Just drive the speed limit. But I'll tell you, already after drive fast enough or slow enough, they got to That was a really fun thing to do.
Done. And now, my turn on the stage.
Stand by.
Over to the first corner. Transition right. Reload.
Oh, shoot.
Unload and show me clear. Yeah, you see it too.
A couple of my rounds definitely clipped the non-threat on that last target, which is gonna hurt my scoring. Oh well. On to stage 5, which looked like this. The shooter begins standing by the wall left of the window. At the buzzer, peek around the corner left and engage targets as they come into view with at least 2 rounds, beginning with this one downrange, which is partially obscured by hard cover. It was possible to see additional targets here on the right if you stretched a bit. You could engage these here if you chose. However, looking through the window, you can see there are actually a total of 4 targets that made up this group. Anyway, before moving across the window, make sure all 4 of these bad guys have been engaged. Now move to the right corner and engage another target downrange. And yes, some of that group of 4 targets was visible when you peeked around the corner right, and you could re-engage from here if you chose to. Different people shot this different ways. Watch. Nice job. Here's another shooter with a slightly different strategy.
Stand by.
That also looked good. Now, stage 6, the last stage. The basic stage looked like this. It starts with a shooter standing behind the white barrels inside the box on the ground. At the buzzer, you engage threats on both the left and right side of the barrel. Your choice on which to engage first. One is here on the left. It needs to get 2 rounds. On the right, it looked like this. One here, which needed 2 rounds. And then you needed to hit this steel popper with a single round and drop it. The problem is, look at what's right behind it. A miss on the steel means a hit on the non-threat. A diabolical stage setup without a doubt. Anyway, when the steel drops, it triggers a swinger over on the left behind the barrel, which pops out 1 time for about 1 second and then hides again. You need to double tap the swinger with 2 rounds before it disappears again. Next, move forward to the right corner of this wall. Now we had a little bonus here because that swinger target is visible here from this angle. And if visible, it can be re-engaged. Reach around the corner and to the left, 2 targets come into view that need 2 rounds each. But don't hit that non-threat that is standing right in the way. Now transition left to the opposite corner of the wall. Peek around the corner for 1 more bad guy that needs 2 rounds. Let's watch this shooter on the stage. First the one on the left, now right. Hit that swinger. To the wall. Taking the opportunity to reshoot the swinger. Now the two over on the left. Transition left for the last one. Okay, here's another shooter on the stage.
Stand by.
That looked good. Now me.
Who's ready? Stand by.
Uh-oh, that means a hit on a non-threat. To the wall. And done. And that is what the June 2021 IDPA match looked like at the Charlotte Rifle and Pistol Club. It was challenging and great fun. The club holds this match on the fourth Sunday of the month, and while some spots are reserved for club members, the remainder are open to the public. This type of shooting will definitely challenge you and make you a better, safer shooter and firearm handler. Perhaps I will see you out at next month's match. Until then, remember, life is a journey. Enjoy the ride, and thanks for watching.